Welcome on your mock for Coal India Limited. You are from finance background, right? So
yes, sir.
me and Saklani sir will proceed ahead with your mock.
Okay, sir.
So, okay, Ganesha, first we want you to introduce yourself to us.
Okay. I'm from Delhi. I qualified CA in May 2019, where I was fortunate enough to clear both groups of CA final in first attempt. I did my master's and bachelor's in commerce from University of Delhi. Uh, I am sincere, hardworking. If I talk about my family, apart from my parents, I have 3 siblings. In my leisure time, I like to play badminton and spend time with nature.
Ganesha, what is the meaning of your name? I found it little different name.
It is something which is made up of gold, an idol of gold, basically.
Sorry?
Idol of gold. Idol of gold.
Sone ki murti.
Yes.
Are you?
Maybe for my parents at least.
Yes, yes. So, गिरीशा मेरे को ये बताओ, सोने की मूर्ति देखी है कहीं आपने, सुनी है कहीं सोने की मूर्ति?
नहीं.
Are you sure?
Yes.
कहीं पे भी नहीं होती?
होती है, but मैंने नहीं देखी.
नहीं, सुनी है कहीं होती है?
हाँ, सुनी है, होती है.
कहाँ पे सुनी है?
Exactly ऐसा तो मुझे क्लिक नहीं हो रहा, लेकिन मैंने सुना है idols are even made up of gold. Even in ancient time, they are actually made up of gold. Even the utensils used were of gold that time.
So why gold only? What is so special about gold for statues and idols? Why you think?
For its purity, no. For its shining.
Pure gold is not good. You know that?
Yes.
And can you tell me how purity of gold is measured?
In carats measured. Pure gold is of 24 carats, but with the pure gold we can't make ornaments. For making ornaments, it should be at least 22 carats, at least maximum 22 carats.
So this carat is a unit of purity or something else?
Carat is measurement of the gold for its purity.
No, but what is this unit? Length, mass, quality, what?
Purity of perfect gold in that metal.
Are you sure? Carat is the unit of purity, or is a unit of mass or volume or something else?
It's purity.
Okay. So, Ganesha, you said you are sincere and hard worker. How do we know that?
I can relate with my one situation. In my intermediate, I could not able to clear the second group of my IPCC. That time, people were saying that if she is not able to clear the intermediate, how she could clear the CA final, which is much tougher than the intermediate. Then I, instead of regretting over my failure, I put my all efforts and did my best, and I qualified that group with 2 exemptions out of 3.
Okay. अच्छा गिरीशा मेरे को ये बताओ, if you are to recruit somebody, what 5 traits you would like to see in him or her as employee?
First of all, I want him to be punctual, sincere, honest, and he should put his work on priority. He should adjust his work schedule and always be ready to work for extra time if the organization is in need for extra hour. So he should be ready for every time to work for the organization if organization is indeed in need of him.
Okay, so you are from Delhi only, right?
Yes, sir.
So you have studied in Delhi only, in Delhi University.
Yes, sir.
Working in Coal India, don't you think that will be a little difficult for you to go all the remote places?
No, sir. I like to travel. I like to visit India. I like to cover almost every places in India.
No, traveling and visiting is different things. Staying for job is a different thing.
I'm comfortable with the different locations. I want to explore and live at different places. So I am comfortable. Even I am comfortable with.
Do you know where are the different locations for CIL?
Yes, there are 8. Yes, there are eight states in which there are locations for the CIL. Should I name those 8 states?
No, you don't need to name. So, Ganesha, tell me when did you graduate, and after that, what you were working? Presently, where you are working?
I graduated in 2015 and then I joined CA. I give the entrance level of the CA in 2012 itself. But after giving the entry level, I joined the college 2012, and till 2015 I did my graduation in Bachelor in Commerce, and then I joined CA. I continued with my CA and completed that in 2019. And I'm not working yet anywhere. I'm preparing for the PSU's jobs.
So do you think working for PSU, you will be in position to exploit your proper potential?
Yes, I will be able to explore my potential.
Okay. Sikrani sir?
Okay, Ganesha, so again, I will start from your name itself, okay? So
Yes,
you
yes.
mentioned that, okay, it's related to gold.
Yes.
Can you let
yes,
me
sir.
know the significance of gold in Indian economy?
Gold basically is important in Indian economy because it relates with our currency. The reserves of the gold indicates that how much currency can float in the economy. So it is related with the currency notes that can be printed. Yes.
So is it directly related with the currency notes or what?
Yes, it is directly related.
So what are the possible ways through which government can utilize the gold, whatever the gold government is having to boost the economy?
Sorry, sir, I'm not getting you.
Okay, what I'm saying is, let us say, since the government is having a huge amount of gold with it, right?
Yes.
So what are the possible ways through which the government can utilize those gold deposits to boost the economy? As you know, currently you are having a this typical situation, right? We are going through a kind of a recession, COVID situation also.
Government can issue bond based on gold, which can be directly linked with the price of the gold, and government can raise funds through that bonds from the investors based on the gold price.
Mm-hmm. Do you know something about forex reserves?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What are the forex reserves?
Forex reserve is the currency held in basically in gold, in special deposit rights. And one more, I am forgetting that.
Okay, so that means forex reserves can only be in the form of gold?
No, it can. Yes, it can be in special drawing rights, SDR, and one more, I am forgetting that.
Okay. Okay, so since you are from CA background, so you may be involved in, let us say if you join Coal India Limited, you may be involved in budgeting process, right?
Yes, sir.
So can you let us know something about budgeting? What is basically budgeting?
Budgeting is basically setting the targets. Like for example, if I am setting the budget for the cost that I will be incurring, so then I will be aiming my cost to be incurred in that in such a way that it is according to that budget that I have fixed. For example, I might fix that I will purchase that raw material for say 50 crore. Then I will work on that, and if there is discrepancies, then I will take suitable action for that.
So what are the different kinds of budgets normally which are used in industries?
Basically, there are two types of budgets, that is the fixed budgets and flexible budget.
Okay, what is the difference?
I'm forgetting that.
Okay. Okay, so you must have prepared like profit and loss statement, right?
Yes, sir.
And balance sheet also.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between the two?
Basically, the main difference is profit and loss is for the year. It shows the position of the whole year, and the balance sheet is that of the particular date, that is basically year end, which is the 31st March. Balance sheet shows the position on that particular date, and profit and loss account shows the position, shows the profit earned. And it is for the year. Profit and loss shows the profit and income and expenditures things, and the balance sheet shows whereas covers the current assets, liabilities. Our balance sheet basically shows our position, which includes the assets and liabilities.
No, so you are saying that, okay, if I say that profit and loss statement also shows the position of equities and liabilities for that particular year. Will I be correct or wrong?
Sorry, sir.
If I say that the profit and loss statement also shows the position of assets and liabilities for that particular financial year,
No.
will I be wrong or correct?
You will be wrong in that, because profit and loss shows only the profit earned. It will not show the position, as we can't say the net worth of the company by looking at the P&L.
Okay, so what are the major headings of P&L?
Major heading on the credit side, it's revenue from operation and other revenue. On the expenditure side, we have employee expenditure, depreciation, raw material, change in stock, and taxes.
Okay, so what is depreciation? You mentioned one term over here, depreciation. Can you help me understand what is depreciation?
Depreciation is loss in the value of asset due to its use in business, and it is basically the fall in the value because of its use or change in fashion or basically business.
Mm-hmm. So, do you know any methods which are used to calculate the depreciation?
Basically, there are many methods, but basically two methods are used. That is a straight line method and WDV method. Should I explain this?
So, which one is the good?
WDV is good.
Why?
Because it reflects, WDV is good because in a straight line method, we just fix the amount of depreciation by dividing the, see, if an asset is of 1 lakh and its useful life is 5 years, then we divide the asset amount with its useful life to amortize that cost fully. So we fix 20,000 depreciation. So it will not show the if we go to year 3, it will not show the true value of the asset. WDV is better because it will take into effect the true cost.
High depreciation should be shown in the book value or low, and why?
Sorry, sir.
Depreciation shown in the book value should be high or low in the initial phase of any venture.
Initially, it should be low.
Why?
Because the new asset does not require much repairs and doesn't require much cost on its repair or some other addition and deletion.
But still, if I show more depreciation, why should I do that?
To avail the tax benefits. If I show more depreciation, my profit will be reduced and I have to pay taxes on less amount.
But if I show very less depreciation, then what is the advantage?
Very less depreciation. Sorry, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so, I asked some question on profit and loss. So balance sheet, can you let me know some of the major headings of balance sheet?
Yes, sir. We start with the asset side. First is the PPE, that is the property, plants and equipment.
No, major headings. Like, okay. What are the major headings?
Fixed assets, current assets.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, you are asking for the schedule 3?
Yeah, what is the latest schedule that we are following?
Yes, sir.
So major headings in the balance sheet. That's what I am asking.
Fixed assets, current assets.
Mm-hmm. What else? Do you have liabilities also?
Yes, sir. On the liability side, equity, share capital, reserves and surplus, non-current liabilities and current liabilities.
So reserves and surplus is a part of equity or liability?
Equity.
Why?
Because they reserves and liability is something that we have to pay, and reserves we don't need to pay. It is an amount of money that we have kept aside for some special purpose.
So can you let me know any kind of liability, right, which is long-term in nature?
Long-term loan.
Okay, what else?
Due to the supplier, amount to be paid.
Okay, so let's say you're having a EPF. Have you heard about the EPF?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Employee Provident Fund.
What is the current rate of interest?
12%.
12%. Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure. It might be 10%. I'm not sure. I'm confusing in 10% to 12%.
So don't you think 12% is too huge? Everyone would like to invest in like kind of, obviously you cannot invest in EPF, but government cannot give you that much.
Can
Yes.
12% be given by government? 12% is huge.
Isn't it?
No.
It may not be, it may be around somewhere 7%. Okay, just cross check
You know,
it.
when you give 12%, government say be aware. Beware of these people who are giving 12%.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this EPF under is a liability, right?
Yes, sir.
What is the name given to this kind of liability?
No idea.
Okay, you are having gratuity also.
Yes.
Is it a liability?
Yes, because I have to pay that amount on the termination of the employment.
Okay, so under what category does this gratuity falls?
According to me, non-current liability.
Non-current liability. Why?
Because I have to pay on the termination of employment of that employee.
So let's
And
say
that period, yes,
okay, and that period is?
it should be at least 5 years.
Okay, so why basically gratuity is required? What is the need of gratuity?
Gratuity is basically for the service of employee to encourage him to be continued in the organization as for the gratuity the minimum period is 5 years. It is basically to retain the employee in the organization.
So other approaches the companies follow in order to retain the employees within the organization.
Yes, sir. There might be variable incentives linked to the performance. Variable incentives can be given.
Okay. Okay. One general question I would like to ask you. So where do you see yourself after 5 years?
I would like to see me in a better position than from that I have joined.
And what after 30 years or maybe 25 years later?
I want to be a director there.
What kind of director?
Independent is also okay for me, and independent.
No, but there must be some designation. No? Have you seen the hierarchy of CAL?
Yes, sir.
Related to finance, what is the designation?
Oh, no, I have not seen that hierarchy.
Director finance?
No, I have not seen that hierarchy.
So Ganesha, you want to become director personnel, director technical, director finance. What director? You should know that, no?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I think that is all from my side. Okay.
Yeah, I think we give feedback now. Saglani sir, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, Ganesha, you seems to be nervous.
Yes, sir. Sir, I could not even able to answer the basic questions.
Right.
How can gold be nervous? You tell me that, Ganesha.
Don't know, sir.
Idol of gold cannot be nervous.
Yes, sir. Sir, it is very stupid question that I am not answering the major heads of the balance sheet.
Right. And you know, you will be dealing with that all aspects of balance sheet.
Yes.
जो काम आपने करना है, you have to do this. यही काम रहेगा आपका profit and loss.
No, Ganesha, how can we hire you as CA? You tell me. We were looking for some CA. So yes, how can we do that now?
Sir, I have to work on it.
Just go through the basic heads. You know, it's a very, very common. See, they are not going to ask you very in-depth question. And if you see the nature of CIL interviews, they are not very lengthy also. But at least if they ask the basic question, you must be in position to answer. Otherwise, it is going to give the negative impression. Okay.
Okay. So, sir, they will not ask with the technical questions like deferred tax or something like typical type of questions.
See, typical question, the nature, see, if they ask any question which is practically oriented, which you may not be knowing at this particular stage. अभी तक जितना exposure that you have got is mainly like जो study किया है आपने. So they will not be asking the question as a practicing CA. They will be checking your basic understanding whether you are ready with that or not.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So at least that part should be okay. अगर वही part okay नहीं है, then obviously they are not going to ask any question which is beyond your reach.
I was confused with the budgeting topic also.
Budgeting also, fixed and variable, fixed and flexible budget क्या होता है? Broader classification, at least you must be able to tell which one is better and why that particular budget is better and all that. Profit and I think depreciation part also you are not able to answer many questions, right? And just see that part also. Gold का role economy के में क्या है? What is the role of gold in the economy? Forex reserve में क्या आता है आपका? Not only gold. You're having currency also. You're having like dollar. That is also a part of the forex reserves.
Yes,
so
sir.
बहुत जनरल है, इसमें तो कुछ है ही नहीं मतलब बताने के लिए कि something very like. And also where do you see yourself after 5 years? See, ये तो बहुत ही आप simple question answer दे रहे हो कि obviously I will be better than the present situation. In any case, you are going to be better than the present situation.
Yes, sir.
So first see the hierarchy.
I will prepare this question. Okay.
First see the hierarchy, because you said that I would like to have you the director or something, but you don't know the hierarchy. When you don't know the hierarchy, how will you tell that okay, I will be somewhere down the line 10 years यहाँ पर होंगी, कहीं पे होंगी, right? So five years down the line, you will be saying that okay, if you have seen the hierarchy, you will say I will be managing some kind of a very good projects because I would have gained sufficient amount of experience during that particular period, and I will be contributing a lot to the organization during that period. Down the line 20 or 25 years, see the hierarchy. I think in their website they are mentioning that a fresh candidate can even reach to the top level within 20 years. So you can say, तो अगर आप अपने आप को underestimate कर रहे हो, you are saying I will be director level or something. Why cannot you be at the top?
Okay, sir.
So just see that.
For this, I have to look the hierarchy.
Okay, just see the hierarchy.
I will prepare this question.
This, okay. Okay. So I think rest part Dr. Vijender can give you the feedback.
Okay, Ganesha, नाम से क्वेश्चन आएगा पक्का.
Okay, sir.
Understand? So prepare that well and find out where are the statues of gold and why we make it. It is very ductile material होता है gold बहुत, लेकिन इसकी strength नहीं होती. Pure gold की strength नहीं होती. And कैरेट जो है वो मेरे को नहीं लगता प्योरिटी का यूनिट है. कैरेट जो है वो आई थिंक वेट वगैरह का यूनिट है कैरेट या वॉल्यूम का. सकलानी सर, यू हैव एनी आइडिया अबाउट कैरेट?
I am also not that much.
मतलब मेरे को लगता प्योरिटी का नहीं है, चेक करना पड़ेगा गणेशा.
Then he was very much confident that your way of questioning is showing that it is for the mass.
Obviously, because I am not to give the answer, right? So interviewer sometime will tell very confidently that you are wrong. So you are not to lose your confidence in that, right?
But I can't change my answer that time. If I am changing the answer.
लेकिन प्योरिटी का नहीं है, ये मेरे को पता है. ये प्योरिटी का नहीं है. कैरेट जो है ये प्योरिटी का नहीं है.
मेरा भी आपके बोलने के स्टाइल से मुझे भी लगा कि मुझे ये प्योरिटी का नहीं है, लेकिन अगर मैं आंसर चेंज करती तो वो नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट जाता.
नहीं, एटलीस्ट इफ यू आर नॉट श्योर व्हाई यू गेव द आंसर एट द फर्स्ट प्लेस. आपको कॉन्फिडेंस कहाँ से आया कि प्योरिटी का यूनिट है, ये बताओ.
सर बस ऐसे ही जब यूज किया है तो लगा है कि हमेशा प्योरिटी के लिए हम कैरेट बोलते हैं. क्योंकि जब हम मिक्सिंग करते हैं उसमें तब हम बोल देते हैं कि 22 कैरेट का हो गया, तो वेट तो उसमें उतना ही रहता है.
नहीं, वेट आपने वो आर्किमिडीज प्रिंसिपल सुना होगा. डेंसिटी के हिसाब से आप प्योरिटी कैलकुलेट करते हो कि किसी मेटल में डेंसिटी कितनी है. वो सारे का सारा यूरेका एक्सपीरियंस सुना है ना तुमने, एक्सपेरिमेंट, दैट साइंटिस्ट वाला एक्सपेरिमेंट, यूरेका एक्सपीरियंस, उसको डेंसिटी से पता लगा था. तो मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ कि डेंसिटी से प्योरिटी निकालते हैं. अब डेंसिटी जो है वो अलग चीज है. तो कैरेट इज नॉट एक्चुअली क्वालिटी, कैरेट कुछ और मेजर करता है, वो देखना जरा क्या है. एंड सेकंड ये तुम्हारा जो क्वालिटी से रिलेटेड है ना, वो आपके वो क्वालिटी सर्टिफिकेशन मिलते हैं, जैसे ISI मार्क मिलता है, गोल्ड पे भी मिलता है. गोल्ड ऑर्नामेंट्स ज्वेलरीज पे क्वालिटी का कौन सा वो होता है, जैसे एग मार्क होता है, ISI मार्क होता है, क्या होता है क्वालिटी गोल्ड के ऊपर?
याद नहीं आ रहा. होता है एक मार्क होता है.
हाँ, वो मार्क होता है, क्वालिटी मार्क होता है. वो ज्वेलरी पे लगा होता है. वो मेरे स्किप कर रहा है दिमाग से. I have taught that for engineering services quality, but you see it is skipping my mind also now. So quality के जो पैरामीटर्स हैं वो हैं जो हर ऑर्नामेंट लेते टाइम आपको वो मार्क देखना होता है. हॉलमार्क होता है वो. हॉलमार्क को याद रखना है, HALL हॉलमार्क होता है, वो क्वालिटी का मार्क होता है. सो आई थिंक दे रिलेटेड टू टर्म्स ही कैन आस्क यू. नर्वस आप थे, वो सही बात है, नर्वस तो शुरू से लग रहे थे. नर्वसनेस खत्म कर दो, 5 नंबर और मिल जाएंगे.
ओके सर. बस
वो नर्वसनेस से आप हटा दो ना. स्माइल करते रहो अपना हल्का सा और अपना नर्वसनेस हटा दो. कोई डरने वाली बात नहीं है. तो आपको 2-4 नंबर ज्यादा मिलेंगे.
ओके सर। तो सर जो टेक्निकल पार्ट में इतना नहीं जाएंगे, मतलब मैंने बेसिक को इतना फोकस नहीं किया था, मेरे को तो लगा बिल्कुल टेक्निकल जाएगा।
देखो क्या है टेक्निकल में, वो क्या पूछता है, अंदर आदमी जो बैठा होता है ना, वो चेयरमैन सीए नहीं है, वो टेक्नोक्रेट है। टेक्नोक्रेट वगैरह वो आपसे फाइनेंस पूछ लेते हैं कि सीएजी के बारे में नाम सुना है, सीएजी होता क्या है, जीएसटी की क्या प्रॉब्लम चल रही है, ये इन्फ्लेशन क्या चीज है, आप बताओ जरा हमारा अभी जीडीपी कितना चल रहा है।
तो मतलब एक नॉर्मल जो कॉमर्स का स्टूडेंट आंसर कर सकता है।
यस यस, दैट इज व्हाट दे आर आस्किंग। इनफैक्ट आईओसीएल वगैरह में जितने भी इंटरव्यू हुए उसमें कहीं पे भी आपका अकाउंटेंसी से कुछ नहीं पूछा गया ज्यादा, उन्होंने सिंपल ये पूछा इन्फ्लेशन बता दो क्या होता है, आप जीडीपी बता दो क्या होता है, व्हाट कॉमन मैन शुड नो।
सर एक बेसिक क्वेश्चन है, जैसे पैनल इंटरव्यू रहेगा तो मैं एंटर करूंगी तो मुझे सबको इंडिविजुअली गुड मॉर्निंग करना है या फिर
देखो अगर वहां पे मैडम को बैठे हैं तो पहले मैडम को विश करो, गुड मॉर्निंग मैम, गुड मॉर्निंग सर। अगर मैडम नहीं बैठे हैं, 7-8 लोग बैठे हैं, तो अपने सिर को 2 बार हिलाओ ओवर द कवरिंग एवरीवन, एक बार गुड मॉर्निंग सर और 4-5 लोगों के साथ आई कांटेक्ट बनाओ, फिर गुड मॉर्निंग सर दूसरी तरफ सिर घुमा के 3-4 लोगों के साथ आई कांटेक्ट बनाओ। तो इन माय ओपिनियन गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू नहीं बोलना है, अपने ऑल ऑफ यू नहीं बोलना है, ऑल ऑफ यू तब बोलते हैं अगर अपने से सबऑर्डिनेट हो।
मतलब मैं 1-2 बार गुड मॉर्निंग कर दूं सबको,
गुड मॉर्निंग सर,
गुड मॉर्निंग सर,
गुड मॉर्निंग सर, गुड मॉर्निंग सर, ऐसे राइट, गुड मॉर्निंग मैम, गुड मॉर्निंग सर, इस तरीके से आप बोल सकते हैं, राइट।
ओके सर।
मेन चीज है बस कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ जाओ गनीशा, कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है ना तो कुछ इट इज नॉट अ टेस्ट ऑफ नॉलेज, नॉलेज चेक करने थोड़ी बैठे हैं, हमने ये लिखा थोड़ी कितने क्वेश्चन हमने पूछे, कितने का तुमने आंसर दिया, वी हैव नॉट रिटन दैट, वी सिंपली वांट यू शुड बी कॉन्फिडेंट, दैट्स इट।
ओके
राइट,
दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव गिवन मॉक।
या मॉक उसी, लेकिन यू शुड प्रैक्टिस इट नाउ। जो हमने फीडबैक दिया उस फीडबैक के बेस पे नर्वसनेस हटा दो, दैट इज द बेस्ट थिंग यू कैन डू, राइट।
ओके
चलो गनीशा, देन ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर यू।